The next episode of The Commercial Break starts now.
Oh, yeah. It's another episode of The Commercial Break. I'm Bryan. This is Kristen. And Happy Holidays. Happy Holidays. You always blow that. Let's try that again. I'm Bryan. This is Kristen. And Happy Holidays. Best to you.
Best to you, Bryan.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. Welcome back to another episode of The Commercial Break. The Commercial Break.
The Commercial Break.
As my son would say. Thank you for joining us. We're so excited to have you aboard. I was thinking about something me and my twin brother were talking over the weekend.
Uh-huh.
We don't do a lot of that, so I thought... Actually, we went out to dinner, which was really nice. Yeah. I don't get when you have kids, you don't get a lot of a huge opportunity to spend a lot of time with other people besides your children.
Right.
Or outside of your children. You don't get to spend a lot of time with people that you love. It's just the reality of having small children, and especially during the time of, the before times and the after times of coronavirus.
It is the before and the after.
That's correct. So I had an opportunity to go and have a nice dinner with my twin brother. He says, you know what I want for my birthday? I want you to come sit fucking down without your kids and have dinner with me. And I said, that sounds horrible, but I guess I'll suffer through it. What do we got to talk about? We're twins. So we did that, and I had a very nice dinner. And he reminded me about something that I had forgotten a long time ago. And that is the Arnold Schwarzenegger physical fitness test.
Oh, I remember that.
He thought I was going to make some big family revelation. He reminded me that the priest diddled my fiddle back in second grade. He reminded me that I shouldn't tease about that.
No.
That's been there, done that. So he reminded me of the Arnold Schwarzenegger physical fitness test.
That's
right.
Do
you remember this?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I remember this too. And looking back on it, like when I was going through it, third through fifth grade or however long it lasted, for a whole 40 years.
Yeah.
When I was going through it, I thought it was like I was really accomplishing something.
Yes.
I felt like getting these awards was incredible because you get an award.
You do.
For those of you that don't know, Arnold, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't need to tell you who Arnold Schwarzenegger is.
Yes.
No matter when you're born, you know who Arnold Schwarzenegger is. Terminator. He teamed up with I think it was either the first Bushes or the Clintons to make this award that basically PE teachers would give their students. And it was called the Arnold Schwarzenegger Physical Fitness Award for doing certain tasks.
Yeah, it was like a pull-up, push-up.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Climb a rope 3 feet tall.
Climbing a rope, I was always like, oh,
yeah,
God.
touch a wall, walk to the bathroom.
Right.
I mean, it was the most ridiculous of stuff. Roll over once, do 2 sit-ups, lift your arms above your head. And each time you would do something, you would get an Arnold Schwarzenegger Physical Fitness Award for whatever, rope climb, wall touch, ball throw.
Yes.
And now, I just can't imagine how desperate the administration or Arnold Schwarzenegger, the people in charge of our health here in the United States, must have been at the time looking at the growing waistlines of American children going, shit.
Yeah, we got to do something.
We got to get them to do 1 sit-up. Right. How are we going to do that? Let's give them a piece of paper signed by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
It was the stupidest fucking thing. You look back on it now, it's accomplishing nothing. We did nothing. Basically, it was show up and don't fall down.
Yeah, exactly. Just make
award.
some type of activity. Just exercise.
I went back and I watched some of these Arnold Schwarzenegger commercials, or the PSAs that he would put together for the physical fitness awards. Yes. It made you thought you were winning like the Iron Man competition when you were doing these awards. I mean, Arnold really had everybody convinced that this was, this is going to be great for your waistline. It's going to be great for your brain. What I want you to do is 1 sit-up. Oh, you only went halfway? It's okay, no problem. Arnold Schwarzenegger Physical Fitness Award. Yeah. Okay, now I want you to go touch wall. Oh, congratulations, you touch wall. Arnold Schwarzenegger Physical Fitness Award. Ronald Reagan. Now I sound like Henry Fonda. Ronald Reagan appreciates all of your hard work and your effort. You are now champion physical fitness man. The truth was, it was just things that we can normally do in our, tie your shoe. Tie my shoe? How is that giving me a physical fitness? Walk once around the gym. Walk once around the gym? Yeah. Should have been like run a mile in, 3 minutes. That's when you get the Arnold Schwarzenegger Physical Fitness Award.
Well, they were just trying to get something going.
Makes me feel less than. No wonder we have a society full of, entitled
can you
big children.
Now?
Could I climb a rope now? Are you kidding me? The only thing I was worried about in those damn gym classes was keeping my boner under control. That's the only thing that I had to worry about when, and because hi Bryan, it's your mom. Hi Bryan, it's your boner. Because I do remember a specific incident in, let's say, 4th or 5th grade. When we were doing the Arnold Schwarzenegger. First of all, PE was a nightmare for me. I liked it, but it was a nightmare for me because I had to wear short shorts and I got hair on my legs at age 6, right? I had like a full bush on my legs at age 6. I was just a hairy motherfucker. And it all started coming in real early. And so I had hair long before any other boys had hair. I had hair everywhere, right? Yeah. And so I was like the monster man of OLA. I just was walking
man-child.
And people would make fun of me. I also had this weird run. Like, I have a weird gait anyway. I kind of walk strangely. Like, one of my hips is kind of cocked the wrong way.
Okay.
So when I would run, I would just kind of like, I would just like swing to the left a little bit. And I'll never forget that there were a bunch of girls in 5th grade. We were playing basketball in PE, and I was running up and down the court. And people were laughing. The girls were laughing. The girls that I thought were attractive, like, my girls, the girls I wanted attention from. And they were all laughing. And so when I came off the court, right, and they were like, why do you run so weird? And I was like, what do you mean run so weird? And they were like, you run really weird. It's actually kind of funny. Like one of these girls did. And I was like, oh, man, as if the hair on my balls, my ass, and my legs wasn't enough. Now I run weird.
School can be a cruel place.
It's very cruel. So the physical fitness day comes, and I am excited to get an Arnold Schwarzenegger award for anything, right? Yeah. And the coach calls me up to go do the rope climb, the knot rope climb. That's got knots in it, right?
Yeah, the knots.
So it's not that hard. And it's only 10 feet tall. It's like, who cares,
Yeah.
But I have a raging hard-on, and I will never forget this. I have a raging hard-on, not for any particular reason, but because my little 11-year-old cock decides it's going to wake up and give me a boner, right? And I'm like, fuck, man, what do I do? So what I did was, and this is, I shit you not, this is what I did. I actually fell over and laid down.
Oh, you played dead?
I played dead. I played possum. The coach was like, what's wrong with you?
I can't do it.
And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. He's like, you got to get up and do that. And I was like, I can't. I can't get up. And he's like, do I need to call the nurse? And I was like, no nurse involved. Just give me a few minutes and I'll be better. I'll never forget rolling over on my face. So my boner was facing the ground and I just faked nothing specific. I was just like,
I'm not doing it.
So when everybody else got the award, the physical fitness award for the rope climb, I did not get the physical. I didn't because the coach said, I'm sorry, you didn't do it. Yeah. He's like, if you
all you had to do
was just climb one knot. Yeah. You just had to get on there. Yeah. And he's like, what's wrong with you? I think he might have caught on like toward the end. He was kind of like, all right, well, whatever. Lay down on the ground and you can put your boner into the court.
It's so funny to talk with you about all this because as a girl, and I did not have brothers growing up, I had no clue all of this was happening to the boys' apparatus.
Yes.
While we were like in gym, say, in 5th grade, I had no clue to even like look and notice and whatever. So
gym, the lunchroom, it was a constant nightmare because it like.
I asked Jeff about this dude. He was like, oh yeah.
It's like living
totally happened.
Yeah, it's like living in San Francisco. You never know when the earthquake's going to come. There's always this underlying sense of doom that's coming, right? And to me at least, and I'm sure that this would resonate with most guys.
Yeah.
It happened so frequently between 4th grade and really all through high school.
Now.
Now I got to convince him to get up. Back then, it just went on its own. It just had a life of its own. It wasn't because we were horned up. Right. It was because the blood flew to the penis for some reason, and then all of a sudden,
it's saying hello.
It was inevitable that when you had an erection, you were going to be asked to walk somewhere for some reason. Stand up in front of the class, give your little speech, walk down the hallway, go to the principal's office, and then you had this little young man boner running around. And it was just an embarrassing fact of life. And yes, the girls didn't understand. They didn't know. And the last thing I wanted to do was show them.
Alert them to it?
Yeah, I didn't want to alert them to the tiny penis that was underneath this thing. I didn't even know what I was thinking. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with it if I had it. I just knew that this thing was out of control.
Right.
I was so relieved when I got home sometimes. I was so relieved that my boner could do whatever it wanted to do, and I could just be upstairs under the covers watching TV. Right? That's all I wanted was to get home and hide my boner. Because it just was it had a life of its own. And I'm sure that most men can resonate with this. Sure. And I'm positive. Really, even in my 20s, sometimes I'd be working at the restaurant and a boner would pop at the most inconvenient of times.
I'm going to take your order.
Hi, I'm Bryan. Welcome to the River Room. And I'd be standing at the table and just be popping a tent under the apron. Like the apron would just be sticking up. So you know those little black books, the little checkbooks, right? I had an apron. It had three pockets. It had one in the middle and two on the side for all that stuff. So what I would do is I just put one in the middle. So I'd be walking around with this big black checkbook flying out, disconnected from me by 2 inches. It literally looked like I took a pen and stuck it underneath and just like this. And there was nothing you could do about it. You couldn't convince it to go away. The more you thought about other things to make it go away, the more that it just raged, right? So, they say, think about baseball, right? You think about baseball and the boner would get harder and stay there longer. It was like, it just almost defied you. It was pissed at you for some reason and it wanted to embarrass you. It wanted to announce its presence wherever it went. Yeah. Now I understand why women hate men so much. It's because we really do have two heads, and one of them just doesn't even know what it's doing. Or it does know exactly what it's doing. It's like, I'll show you. Table number 44. I'd have like a couple of Gertrudes at the table, 104 years old. Welcome to the River Room. Can I tell you the special thing? Hi! Is that a boner? Oh, look at that Gertrude. Isn't that cute? He's got a boner.
Still got it.
Thank God I got my hair did.
That's right.
Did you see his little man boner? Is that on the menu? No, it's not. Can I have a coffee stir? Right out of your apron. Yep. Why did the check holder arrive at our table 5 seconds before you did?
Are you ready for your check?
Yeah. So much. www.tcbpodcast.com is where you go. You can read all the show notes, find out more about Chrissy and I, watch all the videos, listen to all the audio, all from one place at The Commercial Break on Instagram, youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. Couple things that I want to get through. Okay. I know these messages are long, and I'm sorry that they are, but we want to let you know what's going on here at The Commercial Break. And by the way, a lot of people are communicating with us on the back channel. I hate that word, but I guess the back channel. Texting us at 661-BEST2YO. That's the word best, the number 2, YO, best to yo, 661.
I love it.
I love it too. And so people are texting us. We've had a few people that have already gotten their stickers or secured their stickers. Stickers will be in here in the next week, but they've secured.
They pre-ordered.
They did. They sent us pictures of their receipts and with their Fume or their Magic Spoon or HelloFresh or whatever it is. So thank you very much. Here's what's going on with the stickers.
Okay.
Because Chrissy and I know how valuable you believe commercial break swag to be, and because the only commercial break swag that currently exists are these 2 mugs, we have decided that we would like to give back to our community, our loving community of commercial break people. So here's what we're doing. We're putting a series of stickers together. It's going to change every month or two. When we run out of one sticker, we'll move on to the next different designs. They'll be numbered. So right now we're on number 1.
Numbered.
Yeah. And we're going to give those away only in a couple of different ways. The first is you find us at one of our on-site locations. Chrissy and I are going to be doing a number of things out there in the world. You find us upcoming this time is Memfo Fest on October 1st through the 3rd. Go to memfofest.com for more information or for tickets. We're partnered with Castbox to go to Memfo Fest. We're going to be doing live from Fireside from there and a couple different episodes. Come and meet us. We'll give you one of those stickers. Number 2, you can subscribe, rate, or review on your podcast provider of choice. Send us a screenshot of that to 661-BEST, the number 2, YO, and make sure you send your address and your name, and we will send you a sticker. Or number 3, you can purchase one of the products or services our sponsors provide, and you can send us a receipt or a picture of you with that product, so using that product, using that service, and send that screenshot to 661 or photo 661-BEST to yo. That's 3 ways you can get a sticker. And when they're done, they're done. When number one is gone, it's gone. So you want to collect all of them because if you learned anything from me and my story about the Dick Tracy collectible items that I had back as a teenager, I collected all 12 McDonald's Dick Tracy cups. Yeah. If you've learned anything about that story, it's that you don't want to miss the boat on these collectible things because once they're gone, they're gone. And I unfortunately didn't cash in on that Dick Tracy collection, but if I had it, I'm sure that I would have made a lot of money. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah. You could have taken it to the Antiques Roadshow like that.
Sotheby's, how can I help you? Yeah, man, it's Bryan Green. Indeed. I'd like to talk to you about a very special collection that I've been saving. It's been in the back of my childhood closet. Sounds interesting. Do tell.
Go on.
I don't think anybody in the world has this particular collection intact. You piqued my interest. May I say more? A little bit about Madonna? Madonna, you say? Yes? Who was the other guy in it?
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty at Largo, yes indeed. Oh my gosh, I'm tickled in my pickle. Tell me more. You've got to tell me. What collection is it? It's all 12 Dick Tracy McDonald's cups. Dick Tracy, you say? Hello? Must have had a heart attack.
He was so excited.
He was so excited. He had a boner too.
He did. He just couldn't stay on the line. He was
That's
so
right. He was just like, oh my verklempt. He was like, what do I do?
Yeah. I've never heard this.
It's a once in a lifetime auction. All 12 McDonald's cups, you say? All 12, you say? I do. With the Coca-Cola stains still at the bottom of them. Oh! We'll fetch millions, nay, billions. I'm calling Jay-Z right now. He loves this type of stuff. So
get your stickers.
Get your stickers. That's what you want to do. You want to get your stickers. Send your screenshots to 661 best to you. Best to yo. Go to Instagram at The Commercial Break. Our next contest is starting soon. And if you want more information, go to at The Commercial Break on Instagram. We are going to give away more cold hard cash. And we'll tell you more about that on Instagram and in upcoming episodes.